does digital really mean? How can digital truly transform the experience both for your customers as well as your experiences in store? So hear from me in terms of how technology can really help drive this retail revolution. Okay, so how many of you remember the good old days of shopping? Do you remember? Okay, so let me give you my experience. So I still have vivid memories growing up in the small country in the Middle East called Kuwait. And growing up in the 1980s as an 8-year-old, I used to be super excited every Thursday evening to go to this one store called Sultan Center with my parents. And we used to get personalized attention. Every store assistant would know us. They would inquire how our week was. They would greet us by name. They would help us with our purchases. They would in fact even remember what we purchased last week. And then after completing the purchase very quickly, my parents would quickly wave goodbye to the store assistants and would drag me out of the store, and with a promise that if I did my homework, we would return back the next weekend, right? So I still nurture very fond memories, and whenever I think about Kuwait, I actually think about Sultan Center. Fast forward to today. The store that you visit is probably part of a big brand. It's one of the store amongst the several thousands of stores which serve millions of customers. And gone is the personal one-on-one connection that you're used to seeing. That is replaced by the impersonal service, long waiting lines, and in fact, there's absolutely no connection between the buyer and the seller. So this is a huge opportunity for retailers, and we at Google equally recognize that. Although online shopping is on the rise, statistics and studies show that over 90% of retail sales happen in physical brick and mortar stores. And consumers crave for this personalized shopping experience. They crave for that connection. They crave for the spontaneity, for the excitement, before they can commit to the next shoe or the dress or even the gadget. So what can we do as retailers to make your physical store the centerpiece of your brand experience? So what we're seeing is that modern retailers are focused on 3 huge goals. The first goal is they want to be able to increase their revenues by increasing customer footfall into the stores, average basket sizes, and they want to increase repeat loyal customers. To do so, they are looking at the changing role of the store associate. They're also looking to see what are the different ways in which I can delight my customers. The second important area is they're focusing on reducing costs. How can I reduce costs by streamlining my store operations? To do so, they're looking at ways in process automation behind the scenes. They're looking at ways in which they can use data more so that they can manage and track compliance. They're looking at integrating and collaborating with your supply chain better. And lastly, enterprise retailers are looking at creating much more rapid product innovation cycles so that they can actually get their products to market faster. So in a nutshell, modern retailers need to create a connected retail experience in order to stay relevant. So digitizing is really important. So my definition of what is a truly transformational customer experience is the one in which, where as a customer, I can easily discover the right product. I can obtain the right amount when I want to. There is no inventory stockout situation. I can use the right channel, whether it's online or offline, and I can even have a myriad of hybrid options in between. Say I buy whatever I want online, but I go pick it up from the store. And lastly, I want to commit at the right moment, right? Either I go to the physical store, there are no long waiting lines, I purchase immediately, or I have a really seamless checkout transaction if I'm buying that online. So many technologies can enable this kind of a connected retail experience, and we at Google are supporting a connected retail experience which brings together all these different elements that can actually help drive a retail revolution. So the connected retail experience from Google is the one in which technology is an enabler. And the technology contains a bunch of different components. So there are smart devices which are running web and mobile operating systems such as Chrome OS or Android or even Android Things, all the way to machine learning and smart search, which can provide really rich, personalized experiences for the consumer. And all of this is backed by the power of Google Cloud, which as a platform is really powerful, it's scalable, it scales, And it also promotes standardization across a truly global economy that most multinationals operate in. So we truly look at the entire end of the spectrum, right from a small SMB company all the way to a really large enterprise, and that is the power of this connected retail experience from Google. So, a lot of steps can be taken today to implement a connected retail store of the future. So you can take steps today, and a lot of product innovations can be done down the future. So, as an example, retailers can deploy smart signage in their physical stores today. You've seen a lot of examples spoken by gentlemen before me, which actually showed actual real-life instances of how this is possible. But most importantly, when these signs are integrated and tied together with beacons and sensors, you get really rich contextual information that can be displayed on these screens based on the audience who is out there. And why this is so important? This is important because now retailers can also use the content of the screen to do real-time A/B testing, right? What type of content, the right content can be served, which will yield or result in maximum conversion rates. So here, for example, if you look at the slide, you can have a user who has opted into a connected retail experience. And this user would have visited the retailer's content online, and after they visited the retailer's content online, or it could be some ad online, they actually go and visit the physical store. So when they visit the physical store, her device is recognized, and it is attributed as the online channel to be the lead generator. Relevant content is then automatically casted, which could be using Google Cast, it could be casted onto her smartphone or nearby screens. Retailers must also or can also equip their store associates with tablets and smartphones. And why is this important? This is important for a number of reasons. So one of the most important reasons is that store assistants should have or must have information and context with them at all times. So for instance, store associates or assistants in this case can actually help the consumer with similar or complementary items to the dress that she is trying on. And they can do that because they have a smartphone or a tablet, and with the tablet they can access the store catalog or even inventory, and they can provide personalized recommendations and suggestions, helping the buyer buy her dress. And the second most important example, and in the future, this experience can be further enhanced using machine learning, right? Using a voice-activated virtual store assistant who is super friendly and who actually provides directions to locate products on the floor shelf. The other important reason, which is particularly very important for me, is how can I eliminate wait times when I go to a physical store? So providing store associates who have a smartphone that can do mobile point of sale, who can walk up to the line, assist the customer, and actually help them complete a seamless transaction goes a long way. It's a huge bonus point for me visiting a physical store. Many retailers can also provide both their customers as well as employees the ability to sample experiences using virtual reality technology such as Daydream from Google. So for instance, let us assume that a consumer wants to buy furniture and cabinets for her home remodel project. And she wants to review a lot of different options that have been personalized for her using virtual reality technology. So now she uses Daydream, and through Daydream, she actually sees this amazing high-fidelity virtual reality experience, and she gets super excited, and she actually commits to buying the right furniture for her house. So this can be a really good application for how she would select what she wants to. So smart applications, I know we spoke about applications, many retailers are deploying a lot of applications, but there's still a huge opportunity if applications are implemented the right way. This could be an area which has a lot of opportunity to grow. So a lot of retailers can deploy smart applications, and these smart applications can actually leverage the sensors in a user's smartphone. So for example, for instance, just yesterday while I was flying down, I saw this article which spoke about H&M debuting with their latest and newest smart application that uses Google's Awareness API that we actually introduced and announced in Google I/O last year. So the application is coded, the coded culture. So it completely uses a data-driven methodology, a data-driven approach. It's called the data dress. And what's interesting is that the APIs actually detect the wearer's activity levels, the weather conditions, the lifestyle, and they use that information that is gathered over a week before a data-driven dress is actually built and personalized for that user. I think that's super cool because now if I'm in Amsterdam for an entire week, and if I had opted into the experience, I could actually get a dress that has been personalized just for my tastes, following a completely data-driven approach. So it could be really interesting. We can see where this takes us. Retailers can also personalize and enrich consumer experiences using deep contextual engagements using augmented reality. So Google debuted with a platform called Tango, which happened 2 years ago, and there are lots of interesting applications with augmented reality that are coming up. So for instance, in this case, a user is walking into a clothing store, and while she walks down the store, additional information about a particular product that she's interested in shows up on the screen. So for example, something like, you are looking at this dress that you seem interested in, and this dress is made of rayon, and this much percentage of cotton, and it's handmade in Peru, and then simultaneously there could be additional text which shows up in her phone which tells her that she could look at complementary bags or dress or shoes that actually go with the dress that she is interested in. Retailers can also personalize the experience using smart instrumented products. So you can smart tag products which are enhanced with motion and light sensors and also using NFC. So for instance, again, a consumer is walking into a device store and she picks up a gadget, and when she picks up a gadget, the screen nearby displays information about the particular gadget. When she drops it down or puts it back on the table and picks up another gadget, the content of the screen is replaced with new information about the second gadget. So this is an area which has been going through a lot of research lately, and it's all related to vision, intelligence data, and we have a lot of cloud APIs that have been instrumented for the purpose of actually detecting pattern recognition, facial recognition, and so on in the Google world. So in this example, a retailer could actually, a consumer could actually walk into a high-end fashion store, and she could appear to be really interested in a particular bag compared to other comparable products or bags out there. So the vision systems could then detect or track this kind of a behavioral pattern and moods of the customer walking into the store. And this could provide very valuable insight and data to the retailer to determine if bag A probably gets better shelf placement compared to bag B over time, right? So this is valuable insight that the retailer could use in determining how to optimize the shopping experience. And a lot of other futuristic innovations are very possible, right? So if you look into things like, can I completely transform my indoor location mapping for my retail store or even my mall? Could I use an employee technology such as the one used in Google self-driving cars, such as LiDAR? So an instance here could be LiDAR arrays could be outfitted in my malls or in the shopping areas, and consumers walking into the store you could then track the traffic pattern of the user walking into the store. And this traffic analysis can be very useful because it would give you very valuable insight into information such as where are the people moving from point A to point B, right? What are the most popular locations they're tending to go? Where are they spending the most time? So all this information over time, this data intelligence, helps you optimize the perfect shopping experience. And so lastly, so clearly we're at the precipice of something that is truly amazing. There's a lot of technology out there, and definitely a lot of use cases are starting to emerge. And in some sense, I think it's the role of all of us to put all these use cases together to see how technology fits in and to make the best advantage of what's out there. And I really would like to make sure that we're able to recreate the magic of the past so that I can remember what I got to experience as an 8-year-old in my neighborhood store, and how can we completely transform that same charm, same personalized experience in all our lives as we shop. And to reiterate again, a lot of what we spoke about today is possible is possible now, right? Retailers can start taking steps to get to engage this connected retail experience where both the physical and the virtual worlds mesh together. Thank you.